Welcome to the Sales Clinic, Actions That Sell. This training focuses on knowledge and application of key selling skills. We will learn the actions to sell in three parts. In this part, you will learn how to have a selling approach that wins, how to perform needs analysis, how to identify and manage buyers' behavior. Also, the importance of adjusting selling approach to buyer's decision process. Before we start, let's take a minute to think about your understanding and what do you want to achieve out of this topic. This sphere represents different stages of sales. This section, in golden, will cover sales approach that wins and buyer's behavior. Customers are at the core of the sales process. As a salesperson, you should build your strategy, offer products which are based on needs analysis and affordable to the customer. You should practice ethical sale, which helps to earn trust and build relationships with the customer. How about starting with an activity? Think of your grandmother. Would you sell her high-speed internet package, though she uses internet for basic banking need? If no, what would you consider before selling internet service to your grandmother? Let me share a story. When I was with BT, we trained people to upgrade customers' internet package. Once we received a customer call who was very unhappy about her 70 plus mother being upgraded to 50 Mbps speed package. He demanded money back and compensation due to inconvenience. Could this have been stopped? If yes, how? Let's learn how to sell that delivers great customer experience. Modern day sale is pretty different than what it used to be. Just not the sales market, where you have new players different than the traditional players, but also the approach has changed. Sales is no longer just sales demo, cold calls, and qualify leads. This has changed to relationship building, engaging with customer, and educating them. The new players and educated customers have changed the rules of the game. Sales approach has moved from always be closing to paying attention to customers' needs and motivation, listening to them, remaining buoyant despite rejection, and gaining clarity on customers' behavior. What is your sales approach? Do you meet your client, share your product's features, answer any objection, and wait for the customer to come back to you? Or push him to buy your product? Well, if it sounds like you need to reconsider your sales approach to improve your sales performance. Modern day sale has moved from transactional selling to consultative selling. Let's watch a video and understand how it goes.
नमस्कार।
आज क्या माल डाल दूं? क्या चाहिए जल्दी बोलो।
अरे रुक जा राजू, रुक जा, कोई कस्टमर तो देख लूं।
अरे कांति भाई टाइम नहीं मेरे पास, कुछ लेना है तो बोलो नहीं तो कल आता हूँ, बहुत काम है आगे।
अरे यार एक तो 4 दिन बाद आया है, रुक जा 1 मिनट। अरे छोटू देख जरा क्या माल लेना है। हाँ सर।
आधे का 5, एक का 4 और पाव का 3 दे दो।
ए लक्ष्मण, चल फटाफट माल डाल दे और ये बिल भी कांति भाई को दे दे। वाले। और सुनना, ये टेंगला के पोस्टर रखे हैं ना, ये भी दे दे उनको। ले। ए कांति भाई सुनो ना,
हाँ
ये कंपनी ने एक नया ड्रिंक लॉन्च किया है, बोलो तो रखवा देता हूँ, देख लो बिकता है तो।
हाँ डाल लो थोड़ा बहुत।
बाकी लीफलेट जो भी है प्रोडक्ट के बारे में पता कर लेना पढ़ के।
ठीक है ठीक है।
और लक्ष्मण डाल दे वो भी।
Well, if you're a customer, how do you feel about this approach? Let's watch the same customer being approached by another salesperson.
नमस्ते कांति भाई, कैसे हैं आप?
अरे कदम जी, मैं बढ़िया हूँ, आप बताओ कैसे हो?
मैं एकदम ठीक हूँ जी। आप बताइए घर में सब कैसा?
सब बढ़िया। अरे आप परफेक्ट 11 बजे टाइम पे आ जाते हो ना,
बस
बहुत बढ़िया। बैठी बैठी चाय मंगाता हूँ।
काम करते हैं, जब तक चाय आती है मैं आपका स्टॉक चेक कर देता हूँ।
ठीक ठीक। अरे छोटू बेटा, 2 चाय बोल।
सेठ जी, आपका 2 लीटर और 1 लीटर का स्टॉक खत्म है, तो आपको मैं 2 लीटर के 5 और 1 लीटर के 10 केस दे देता हूँ।
अरे कदम जी, आपको मेरी दुकान के बारे में अच्छे से मालूम है, मुझसे ज्यादा मालूम है कि क्या बिकता है।
अरे ये तो मेरा काम है कि मैं आपकी सेल का ध्यान रखूं। वैसे आपके यहाँ 250 ml भी बिक सकता है।
नहीं नहीं कदम जी, 250 ml नहीं बिकेगा।
सेठ जी, मैं 250 ml डिस्प्ले में लगाता हूँ, देखिए जरूर बिकेगा। छोटी प्याज के लिए 250 ml बिस्लेरी।
चलो दे दो, 4 केस दे दो इसके भी।
ऐसे सेठ जी, देखते देखते आपकी बाजू वाली बिल्डिंग भी बन गई, आपका धंधा बढ़ गया होगा।
अरे बढ़ गया थोड़ा बहुत, कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट हैं और पीजीज हैं।
अरे तो फिर आपको 5 लीटर भी रखना चाहिए, कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स और पीजीज के लिए परफेक्ट पैक है।
5 लीटर का दे दो, 5000 दे दो इसका भी।
सेठ जी, हमारी कंपनी ने ये नया ड्रिंक लॉन्च किया है, ऊर्जा, कैन और पेट बॉटल में।
ऊर्जा?
जी, जबरदस्त टेस्ट वाला नया ड्रिंक, दिमाग और बॉडी को तुरंत रिचार्ज करते, सबके लिए, कभी भी, कहीं भी। ये एक बहुत खूबसूरत पैकिंग में आता है, कैन में भी और पेट बॉटल में भी। कैन 250 ml का है और पेट 300 ml का है। एक केस में 24 कैन्स और पेट आते हैं।
अरे कीमत क्या है इसकी?
कैन और पेट की कीमत है 50 रुपए।
अच्छा, ये एनर्जी ड्रिंक है क्या?
ये एक बेहतरीन टेस्ट वाला प्रीमियम ड्रिंक है जो आपको एनर्जी भी देता है।
अच्छा, इसके फायदे क्या हैं?
सर, ये आपकी बॉडी को रिचार्ज करता है, रिफ्रेश करता है, आपके दिमाग और आपकी बॉडी को तरोताजा करता है। इसके विटामिन्स आपकी बॉडी को एनर्जी देते हैं और इसमें बाकी एनर्जी ड्रिंक्स की तरह कैफीन नहीं है, बल्कि ये एकदम नेचुरल पदार्थों से बना हुआ है।
वाह, अच्छा है।
तो सेठ जी, ऊर्जा के भी 2 केस रखवा देता हूँ।
Thank you. Which approach would you adopt as a salesperson? Do you want to say the second one? Well, we will see when we go to the next slide how we can adopt the relationship technique to improve our sales performance. Why do people buy? Is it the salesperson relationship with the customer, quality of the product, lower cost, or great service? Study says we buy something when there is a need. As a salesperson, your focus should be on assessing needs. It's important than what a customer wants. Let me give you an example. One needs clothes, but one may not need designer clothes. Wants are goods or service that are not necessary. Remember, sell them what they need. Give them what they want. Need is a very subjective notion. It can be different thing to different people. Once you cut through all, you will find people buy for 3 basic needs: productivity, profitability, and image. Productivity refers to the benefit of the product. Example, Spectra offers free lifetime maintenance cover on Wi-Fi router. Profitability has to do with making or saving money. Example, Fast internet will save customers time to download. Image has to do with the way buyer perceives himself or the way he thinks will be perceived by others. Example: Spectra featured at rank 3 in Netflix ranking. Customers who prefer image will use this information when buying internet. When you meet a buyer, the first thing you should find out is which of these three is his or her motivation. You can encourage your buyer to talk about needs by asking appropriate questions. We will learn what to ask when as we move to the next section. Identifying buyers' behavior is equally important to improve your sales performance. It is a fact that people buy differently. Some people prefer to buy quickly, others slowly. Some need a lot of information and some are happy to deal with bullet points. Some accept everything you say, others are demanding to the point of being rude. This makes sales a real challenge. You need to adjust your style with different customers. How do you do that? It's pretty simple. Observe their communication and behavior style. We can evaluate them on assertiveness and responsiveness. Assertiveness is how someone voices out their opinion without making others feel bad. Responsiveness is how someone uses their emotions while responding. People low on assertiveness would ask questions, would make a request. However, high on assertiveness would be demanding, will make statements. You will find them in telltale mode. Similarly, when someone controls his her emotions, they respond faster than the person who shows emotions in conversation. Based on degree to which people respond to you, responsiveness, and degree to which they communicate with you, assertiveness, we can divide buyers into 4 categories: analytical blue, driver red, amiable green, and expressive yellow. Let's take a look at the characteristic of each buyer types. Starting with analytical, they are logical, they like to analyze things, they are task oriented, they distrust salespeople, are unsure about their decisions, and yes, they like to ask questions. Driver people, they like to control the conversation. Mostly they are in telltale mode. They can come aggressive to you, are impatient, and hard bargainers. Amiable people are easygoing, friendly. They will patiently listen to you, though they easily agree with you, but will have slow decision process. Whereas expressive people, they're energetic, they sound confident, they react to your proposal and may buy very quickly. Though they appear unorganized, but they know what to get where. You need to be careful with them as they have tendency to think post-buying. Now let's look at these famous people and relate them with your customer's personality. Mr. Bill Gates. Oh, Donald Trump. Mr. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Mr. Barack Obama. So, when you look at these famous people, what's the first thing that comes in your mind? Once you have established the buyer's personality, you should adjust your personality and communication style. Let's start with analytical people. You should not push them to make the decision quickly. You should slow down. Take your time. You should stick to the specifics. Tell them what the product can do for them and what cannot. Any which ways, they will ask you questions and would come to know. So it's better you tell them upfront. With tribal people, you should be assertive. Use eye contact. Ask questions and discuss about the specifics. Be logical and keep it to the business conversation. You should also know how to say no when it comes to unreasonable demands. Any which ways, we will talk about how to say no in next section, which we will cover. Let's move to amiable customer now. With amiable customer, you should act friendly. Try to go on a common ground. Talk about personal interest, their family. Use personal assurance and guarantees. You should focus your discussion on how part. And with the expressive people, you should discuss about people and should remain focused on the facts. Ask open-ended questions and keep summarizing so that they know what are the bullet points and you guys can come on a point of agreement. Try to keep the conversation short and fast moving. They would love to close the deal on the same day, so focus on getting commitment same day. Well, moving further, I would play a video for you which would summarize different personalities and how to deal with them. This will help you to correlate and apply it in your day-to-day life.
I'm about to conduct a sales training session for two of my salesmen, Sam and Harry, about how to handle different personality types. Why don't you listen in? Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, boss.
If you're taking a one-size-fits-all approach when you deal with prospects, chances are you're limiting your sales potential. You need to recognize different personality types and then modify your presentation accordingly.
That sounds difficult, boss. There must be dozens of different personality types.
Actually, I divide prospects into 4 personality types, and to make it easier to remember, I use animals and their behavior to help me remember them.
That's interesting. What are the 4 animals?
Cow, lovebird, owl, and rhino.
Owls are supposed to be smart, so I guess owl customers are like know-it-alls. I hate guys like that.
Calm down, Sam. Owls are wise. They get that way by asking questions. They want to know all of the details.
So, boss, if you're dealing with an owl, you better know your product.
That's right. But the good thing is, if you answer all of their questions, they're usually ready to buy.
How about the lovebird? I get along great with my customers. I talk sports, remember the names of their kids, and treat them to lunch whenever I can. They love me.
It's called relationship selling, and it works. As you discover common interests with your prospect, you make a connection. When 2 people find out they have things in common, they tend to trust one another. And we all know that trust is a very important factor in closing a sale.
What about the cow, boss? What traits do they have?
Cows have a herd mentality. They take their direction from what others do around them. They like recommendations and are probably the easiest to sell. But there's a problem with cows.
What's that?
After the sale, if they talk to friends or even your competition, they may have second thoughts. You know, buyer's remorse, and want to cancel or modify the order.
So you better make sure they understand the features, terms, and conditions.
We haven't talked about the rhino yet. Sounds scary.
Actually, the rhino is the most difficult personality to handle. He's usually busy, and wants to get to the bottom line or price as soon as possible. He doesn't have patience to listen to your sales presentation and will want to take control of the conversation.
So, boss, how do you handle a rhino?
Handle a rhino by being a rhino. Let him know that your time is valuable too. Get to the point quickly and convince him that the benefits of your product or service are worth taking the time to review.
So we have to be able to recognize all 4 personality types and deal with them.
Ask yourself this question: what personality type am I? Chances are most of your customers will be a lot like you. But to be a top producer, you need to be able to recognize and adapt to all 4 personality types. Once you master this concept, you'll be well on your way to becoming a top producer.
A good salesperson knows the importance of sequential presentation to the buyer. Have you ever had a situation when nearly everything was rejected? It could be sequence of your presentation. We have observed most salespersons blame the price, product, and brand value when sales number go down. Is that how customers also think? Research shows 76% of sales presentations are out of sync with buying decision. When making a purchase, buyer goes through a process of 5 sequential decisions. Salesperson, which is you, they would decide if they like and can trust you, and that comes at the top of this. So you are the first person who gets noticed by the customer. Company. What is your company's reputation? Is your company a good match for them? Product. Is your product the right solution for their needs? Price. Is your solution competitively priced? Is it a good value? Finally, time to buy. Is now a good time to move forward? Remember, your customer will find a reason to say no if you cannot synchronize with their thought process. In this section, we have covered sales approach that wins and buyer's behavior. In next part, we will cover how communication skill can help you to build a relationship and improve sales. Till then, happy selling.